This is clearly the uplifting plenary you've been looking for. So, the theme of this entire conference has been proud to be. And I would propose to you that there's another theme woven throughout the conference, and that is that we, Jewish Federation, the broader Jewish community, and especially Israel, we are not going to be reactive, but rather proactive. This is a story of taking action. And I suggest to you that Talia and Lana represent those special qualities we always attribute to Israel. And you've heard them so many times during the course of this conference: courage, strength, determination, and resilience. Prepare to be inspired. So Talia, it is so nice to be with you, and I have so enjoyed getting to know you these past few weeks. So you were 18 years old. You have been an accomplished dancer, a professional dancer, a runner, a serious athlete. And when you were finishing high school, you applied for and were accepted into a very competitive program that would allow you to train to get physically fit elite combat soldiers in Israel.
So, hello, beautiful women. It's so honored to be here. And my story started when I was 18 years old. I was a professional dancer. I accept to be a combat instructor. And I have such a good future. And I was in my last year of high school, and everything was so good. And suddenly, one day, I wake up in the morning and I start to feel back pain. And after 24 hours, I was completely paralyzed from my waist down.
Yeah, she suffered from a spinal cavernoma, which is a ruptured blood vessel in her spinal cord.
And this is how my second life began.
So in a moment, virtually in a moment, your life changed.
Yeah.
And that was a very dark time for you. So tell us about what happened next. You engaged in some physical therapy. You knew you couldn't do the training program for the elite combat soldiers, but you had to do physical therapy, and you did go through physical therapy for a couple of years.
So I was very devastated because all my life and all my future explode in front of my face. And, you know, it was really hard because I was a child. So, yes. And after 2 years in Israel, I felt that I didn't reach my potential, and I need to do something else because I felt that I have so much to improve. So I told my mom that something wrong and I need something else.
Right, so when a child comes to you for help, to a mother for help, you'll go to all four corners of the world to help them. And that's exactly what I did. And I looked for the best neurorehabilitation treatment possible. And we moved to Italy. We left our family in Israel. And Talia made phenomenal progress. And after that, it was my mission in life, my shlichut, which we were talking about this whole time during these days, to fill the void and bring to Israel this type of unique method so that all Israelis that went through this kind of life-changing event can benefit and realize their maximum potential and break their barriers. And today we are actually treating many severely wounded soldiers from the war. And we are privileged to see how day by day, little by little, they are transforming their lives for the better. Thank you.
So just to back up, I want to make sure that people understand this, how this all happened. So you felt different when you went to the Italian rehab center, and they treated you. How did you describe it to me? They treated you
like a real athlete.
an athlete.
And I started to love my life again. I felt myself, and I felt so strong. And it was amazing, amazing. And I improved myself so much. And yeah, it was amazing rehabilitation.
So you saw improvement, and you, as you said to me, you started to feel like your athleticism come back, that kind of strength. And by the way, I happened to go to the gym a couple of days ago when Talia was working out in the gym, and all I can say is I challenge any of you to take her in the gym, except perhaps her mother, who was right there next to her, training just as hard. So I'm telling you, this is a determined young woman. So, so you brought this kind of treatment back to Israel, and you started something called?
Right, it's called the Move to Motion Activity-Based Therapy Foundation, and it's really a treatment where we actually brought this kind of approach that really enables anybody who's paralyzed to work on the whole body. And we're making phenomenal improvements on people, and they're recovering to their maximum potential. Some more, some less, but we're really amazing results. And really these soldiers that I'm privileged that we can treat these heroes and enable them to love life again.
So you were having a meeting at one point at the Move to Motion Center, and you discovered something new.
Okay, yeah. When we brought the amazing rehabilitation, Move to Motion, we searched physiotherapists. So one day we have a meeting in a rowing club, and when we get there, it was the most beautiful place I've ever seen in my life. It was in the middle of Tel Aviv, and it was like I felt something different. And when I started rowing there, I started to cry because I felt like a real athlete, and I felt my heartbeat. You know, it's a real sport, and I didn't do it 3 years. And I dancing on the water today. So I knew that this is my destiny, and you know, athlete is always an athlete.
So Talia, you all, up to the point of your 18th year, all of your athleticism was in your legs, dancing, running, all of that fitness. So that was a devastating blow to you. But when you completed this physical therapy and then found the rowing, you became an athlete again with your upper body.
Yeah.
And so how did that lead you to Paris? And by the way, please tell us about what you're wearing.
About what?
What you're wearing.
I wear Israeli uniform. And okay, about Paris 2024. It was more than amazing. I don't know how to express it. It was so honored to represent Israel, and I represent all the hostages, all the army, all the Jewish people, or all the Israeli people. And my message for this world was that we're gonna stay here forever. Am Yisrael Chai V'Kayam.
So you competed in the Paralympics last summer in Paris, which is amazing. And please tell our Lions about some of the people you met and interacted with, because when we were talking, it was a question that came up, and I think we were all really surprised and pleased about some of the people who greeted you. Of course, you had a lot of security, and tell us about some of those people.
So we met athletes from Egypt, for Lebanon, for Iran, and surprisingly, they came and they was very supporting and very, show love. So it was so nice because sport is so, it's
Bridging
it's
the
pure.
world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was very nice and very calm to hear them.
And could there be future Paralympic trials in your future? Could there be one in 2028?
Yes. Of course, my next mission is to be in Paralympic Los Angeles 2028. I work very, very hard, but I know that this is my destiny.
So, we're simplifying this and making it sound like, it was like one step, two step, but I understand that this took years of very hard work and training and determination to get to this point. So it's very impressive what you've been able to accomplish. Tell us a little bit about just what your life is like now. It's changed a lot since before you had your medical emergency.
Yeah. So I, work very, very hard, but I love to be in the water. And I don't know if you know, but I have 100% independent life. I live alone with my beautiful boyfriend. I cook, I clean, I go to the supermarket. I also drive.
She helps me.
So I'm very love life. Yes.
It's a beautiful thing. Really, it's amazing. Just such an inspiration. So finally, I would just like to give you a minute or two to share whatever words of reflection or inspiration from your journey that you would like to share with this audience of 1,700 women from all over the world. What message would you both like to share with them?
I would just like to say that I've seen these amazing women here, and if you can impact one life for the better, that one life can turn into a community, it can turn into a nation, and hopefully you can do tikkun olam for the world. So thank you, Talia, for giving my journey purpose, meaning, and so much fulfillment.
I learned that it's possible to love your life again, and it's possible to exceed your limits, and it's possible to create a choice, because my choice, it's my freedom.
Beautiful. I have a surprise for you. Don't leave. Yeah. There, good.
Thank you.
Go, Talia!
Thank you.